My daughter has low self-esteem due to below average exam results. She's bright in other ways, but exams aren't for her. What's the best way to deal with a situation like this when she's still got many years of the school system to go through?
Wow, that's a beautiful question, and I feel really sorry for her daughter. But let me talk you through what's going on. Why has she done badly in exams? One of the problems when you've got any form of neurodiversity is the thinking brain is full of stuff that should be. But this is the working table for your working memory. So in other words, if this is full, it's really hard for you to find space to go and search in your mind to bring back the information you need to pass an exam. So many people with neurodiversity, they'll go through the exam and they'll be uptight. Oh no, I know this. And they walk out of the exam and they remember it, but they don't get scored for it. And bear in mind, they're not getting scores for their creativity, which is cruel and unfair. They're only getting scores for their regurgitation, and that's not their best skill. So that's the first thing. Children with neurodiversity don't get scored properly because their memory recall isn't as good as it should be. Do they know it? Very often, yes. Not always, but very often they do. Very often they don't actually get it down on paper, so they don't get scored for it. So that's the first thing. But the next point is an interesting one. Self-esteem, confidence, I see as neurological, not psychological. So if whatever you're doing requires a lot of thinking brain activity, the busier this is, the lower your self-esteem is. So if you think of athletes, then when they're in the zone, they are not thinking at all, and they're at their highest confidence. Their skills are automatized, they're consistent, they're precise, they're in the zone. That means they're not having to think about anything. But those with neurodiversity have got some skills they need to use all the time, so their thinking brain is constantly full of stuff that shouldn't be there. The more that's happening here, the lower your confidence is. And conversely the same. When you develop the cerebellum, when you get rid of the conscious compensation processes that are taking place there and you free up capacity, self-esteem goes up. We've just done a wonderful study up in the north of England in Sefton Borough Council. The results have just been analysed. All these children that did the programme, their self-belief, their confidence, their happiness went through the roof because we were freeing up space in their prefrontal cortex. So there is hope for her daughter. She probably knows it. B, she's probably very much brighter than anyone's giving her credit for. C, there's logic as to why her self-esteem is low.